All right, what's going on, guys? So, by no means am I a professional in the SMMA space, but I have put together my own cold call script that I feel like I've seen a lot of success with. um, on average, I think I'm able to land one sales call meeting with a prospect for every 30 minutes I do cold calling. So, for you guys that are having a lot of trouble booking these calls, even though you're cold calling every single day, maybe you could give this cold call script a try. I'm not going to gatekeep this because I think it's pretty good. Um, so I'm gonna put up this script on the screen, but I'm kind of gonna walk you guys through it, and you'll see that I add like a dot 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 in a throughout the script just to make it sound a lot more natural, um, and not like you're a robot. Because I know at the beginning I had I basically read these scripts word for word, and I sounded exactly like a robot. Um, I actually I first started out with Thomas Gonet's cold call script, and when you go to ask the person if they have 30 seconds to hear you out, the guy called me out and said someone said the same exact thing. So right after that, I knew I had to switch up the script, and I did a bit of research and thinking this is pretty much what I came up with. But so what I personally do, I'm not sure what you guys do. So I service home service businesses. It'll be different for every person, but I scrape Google Maps, and I find their phone numbers, call them up on my phone. I know some people use like a service to get, like a business phone number so that they can track it, but I just use my phone. Once I scale this a lot more, then I'll get a phone number, but right now I don't have any clients that are paying me. I do have a few clients right now, but they are technically free clients. So I do work for them. They've gotten me reviews, they've gotten me referrals, they've referred me to other businesses, which I've been able to land. I actually landed one today that a business referred me to. So I really appreciate him for referring me. But hopefully I'm going to get to the point within the next 2 to 3 weeks to where I can land paid clients. I'm really looking forward to that. But right now, I'm really just leveraging being a beginner and wanting the experience, the reviews, the referrals over having a paying client, and this makes it really easy to book meetings. So you guys will see what I'm talking about as I read through this, but I basically start off the call with, hey, is this the owner of so-and-so business? Because a lot of times they'll have some sort of agent pick up the phone for them, or even times they'll have, I believe through Yelp or one of the home service lead generation softwares, they have someone, in a foreign country that picks up the phone for the business owner, and those aren't the people that I want to be talking to. So I make sure I am speaking with the business owner. If it's not the business owner, they'll say something like, what can I do for you? And then this is when I would say, this is kind of a pitch for the owner. Could I call later? Or do you have a phone number I could call to reach out to them? So sometimes they'll get the business owner if they're on the job site or in the office with them. Sometimes they'll take down my phone number to hand over to the business owner. And when they're in the same setting, the person who picked up the phone and the business owner, and the person goes over to talk to the business owner, I'll ask them if they expressed any sort of interest, just to gauge, the likability of me being able to jump on a call with them. But moving on, so if it is the owner of the business that I'm talking to, I'll say, perfect. My name is Andrew. You'll put your name in. The reason I thought I'd give you a call is that I'm in the midst of building up my business right now that works with your niche, to whatever you do. So we work with, this isn't what I do, but we work with gyms to use YouTube ads to generate more leads. And since I'm building it up, I'm looking to connect with businesses like your own just in exchange for reviews and referrals. Does that sound like something you would want to explore? So, like I've said, I've had a lot of success with this part right here. A lot of times the people in my industry, they get screwed over by agencies. And I'm coming from a really transparent approach to them. I show them a little bit of backstory. I make it sound like I'm a person. I'm building up my business right now. I'm just looking to connect with other businesses. And I saw this somewhere else. A lot of times you don't, even though you are doing this service for free, you don't want to say, I am doing this service for free. The reason for that is a lot of times people associate free with low quality. And that's the reason why I went with, I'm doing this just in exchange for reviews and referrals, because it still looks like I'm getting something of value in return. And, it kind of puts out that card that I do want them to be giving me reviews and referring me to other businesses. So, if they say no, that's what happens in cold calls. Get used to it. If they say yes, which is awesome, I'll say, okay, so what we can do, if you're okay with it, is we can schedule a quick Google meeting. You can do Zoom meeting, you can do Google meeting, whatever. I like Google meeting more. We can schedule a quick Google meeting, and I can show you exactly how the process works and what we can do to automate your marketing and sales processes. You can change that around to what we can do to bring in more leads, whatever it is. And, a lot of times they'll say, sounds good, because a lot of times my prospects are on the job site and they don't have time right then to go over your services. And a lot of times you want to have time to prepare before the call, which is best case scenario. So it's best to schedule the call, a few days from the time you're cold calling. So I'll ask them, when do you have a quick 30-minute break? I'll jump on my Google Calendar right as they are telling me, and, I'll block out that time right away, and then they'll give me a time. I'll say, perfect. Do you have an email I can send it to? They'll give me their email. I'll put that in my Google Calendar, and I'll hang up and I'll say, I'll look forward to talking with you 2 days from now. I'll shoot you an email tomorrow, just following up, making sure you're still on board to have a quick chat, for the next day. So that's usually what I do. I also hear that a lot of times you don't want to say meetings, because when people say meeting, they associate it with a business deal. When you say a quick chat, it's a lot more informal, it's a lot more personal, and that's really the approach that you want to be coming from when you're a new agency owner. You're working by yourself. So that's really the approach that you want to leverage, and that's what I've been leveraging, that I've found success with. And a lot of times in my niche, I don't know if it's the same for yours, but sometimes they won't even pick up because they're, dealing with equipment, or they just don't have their phone on them. So what I'll say is, hey, my name is Andrew. I'm in the midst of building my business that works with whatever your niche is to whatever you do. And since I'm building up, I would love to partner with you just in exchange for reviews and referrals. So if this sounds like something you may be interested in, I would appreciate a call back at whatever your phone number is. Thanks. So it's pretty straightforward. Again, really great for beginners, people who are looking to get those reviews, those testimonials, so they can begin to signing clients on with bigger retainers, which is exactly what I am looking forward to. But I would love for you guys to try this script out and let me know in the comments below how you feel about it. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I get basically a meeting for every 30 minutes of cold calling. So if I'm only doing it for an hour and 30 minutes, a day, I can schedule 3 meetings, and there's not a lot of resistance between the person signing with me because they're not putting a down payment, they're not hopping on a contract. So this is a really great way to get those first few customers. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend cold DMing. I tried my hand with that. I had absolutely 0 success. I really believe, especially for local and especially for home service businesses, if that's your niche, do cold calling. That's really the best way to get in contact with them. And, the business owners can attach, like a business to a voice and not just a robot. So that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys think there's anything I should improve on, maybe add to this cold call script. Again, you don't want to be reading off this like a robot. Make it sound natural. I've read this a bunch of times where I pretty much don't need this in front of me, which is great because, again, it makes it sound a lot more natural. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if there's any ideas of videos you guys would want to see. And I really appreciate you guys tuning in and, taking part in my journey here. I'm hoping to put out another video in the next week. I will be going on vacation, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to sneak a video in, but I'll do my best. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next video.